What's up, guys? HDLTS here, coming at you with some live gameplay commentary. I'm gonna make sure I mute everyone on my team first before I talk too much. So let me pick out my class and do that, and then I'll continue with the commentary. Actually, I'm gonna try to do something a little different here.
Domination. Capture and defend the flags.
Alright, cool. Now that everyone's muted, so my wife had the suggestion of, instead of doing live gameplay commentary, of recording myself after the fact, doing a voiceover track after. And I like the idea. I know a lot of other YouTubers do it, and I realized while going back and watching some other videos, fumble my words, stumble here and there. It's hard. It is. It's hard to multitask, to play the game and talk. But that's what I'm going to try to do this time, is do a Call of Duty Advanced Warfare review. Give my thoughts and opinions on the game as a player, and not necessarily rating, but just, again, thoughts. So we'll see how that works out while I'm playing. So, I'm going to start off by saying I'm pretty happy with the game. I'm really happy. I know there's been some complaints about it from the community, and some people are saying they changed too much, some people are saying it's too similar to other games, some people are saying they didn't change enough, or whatever, I don't know. To me, it's still Call of Duty. It still plays a lot like Call of Duty, for better or worse, which means lag comp, which means bad spawns sometimes, which means people being jerks in lobbies, and all that good stuff that, again, either you learn to live with playing Call of Duty, or you don't. And I think they changed it enough with the exosuits to introduce something fresh. And again, I know people compare it to Titanfall, or I guess Halo. I never really played either of those games, so maybe it's exactly like them, and maybe everyone's right. But to me, my biggest complaint about Black Ops 2, which was the first Call of Duty I really played, was really just campers. It was just people knew the map so well, they would find these really long line of sights, or they'd play objective game modes and just sit on objectives. I played Demolition a lot, so people would sit there. And to me, with the exosuits and exo abilities like hover and exo mute and all that other good stuff, what it's really done is just giving you more tools to kind of attack those bad habits of Call of Duty, those people that do sit in corners and camp and do all that stuff. Now it's easy just to boost jump around the map and sneak up behind them, or shoot a threat grenade in there, or you can have a UAV that literally x-rays people through walls. It's pretty cool.
Domination.
I'm also happy that they got rid of some really cheap stuff from Black Ops 2, like the target finder. I know there's threat detectors and stuff, but I don't know. I just haven't seen anyone abusing stuff like that like was done in Black Ops 2. I feel like a lot more people are using, grips and stocks and silencers and just other attachments rather than going for, the cheap ones like target finder and stuff like that. I know before release, a lot of people were upset to hear about Danger Close making a comeback. I have to say, I never played any other Call of Duties with Danger Close in it, and I really like it. I feel like without Danger Close, the grenades are pretty underpowered, and by using Danger Close, it allows the grenades to become a lot more useful. And another thing, it also makes score streaks stronger. So if I'm running a class without Danger Close, I'll probably just run a normal sentry. But if I'm running a class with Danger Close, then maybe I'll try the missile. Shit, that's a teammate. And maybe I'll get some kills with that rocket turret, and maybe I won't. I should have got the guy. See, now I'm losing my concentration. I'm trying to... But anyways, again, I don't think Danger Close is an overpowered perk. I think it's a very helpful perk if you're using grenades. And that's actually kind of how I feel about all the perks. Is that no perk is really overpowered or necessary. I'll tell you my favorite perks and why I think they're useful, but I know they're not everyone's favorite perks. For Tier 1, again, I think probably low profile and or danger close is the most useful. Low profile keeps you off from UAV, so if you're like me, you like playing objective stuff like Domination or Hardpoint, it allows you to kind of capture objectives a little more stealthily, even if you're not running a silencer on your gun. For tier 2, I think the most useful perk is Blind Eye. Once again, what UAV doesn't protect you from, I'm sorry, what low profile doesn't protect you from is the Paladins, from the Warbirds, and from the Sentry Guns. And that's what Blind Eye does. So instead of showing up as a little red square on the enemy's screen, you show up just as another player running around on it. And that's why I think that's really helpful. And I think the most useful tier 3 perk is Blast Suppressor. Because again, I really like taking advantage of the boost maneuvers, the double jumps, the boost slides, blah, blah, blah. And without Blast Suppressor, I would just be coming up on their mini-maps non-stop. So, again, to me, that's probably the most useful tier 3 perk. That being said, again, from tier 1, I also love Lightweight for running a class like this with the sacks, or if I'm running a heavy weapon. From tier 2, I also love Gung Ho, again, for classes like this, or Fast Hands, if I'm running Overkill or something like that. And from tier 3, I also really like Hardline, because I play with a lot of my... I always play with support UAV, and usually support care packages, and sometimes support sentry guns. But everything's always support for me. Because again, I play objectives, and I get lots of points, but I also die a lot. So, I love that you can get support score streaks. And, part of me wishes everything could be support. I would love to be able to get more deadly score streaks as support. But again, that's why I don't think anything's too overpowered, because it's not every score streak that you can get support. It's not like you can get a Paladin through support. Ooh, there we go. So again, that's just some things I think they did right. Like, nothing's too overpowered. I will say, I know at the beginning the Bow was pretty overpowered, and they nerfed that, and you don't see it as much. You see people experimenting more with guns now, and I think that's kind of a good thing. I really think most of the guns in the game are really cool. I think the sniper rifles are all really interesting. I've only really played with the Moors, but I kind of like the thing that they brought from Ghost, where like they don't do a full screen zoom, but like you just see a little bit of the sight, and you can still see some of the peripherals and stuff. I don't know exactly what that effect's called, but I like that. I think that's pretty cool. I know it makes it harder to quickscope, so for me who's not really a sniper, that's fine, but I'm sure quickscopers hate that. I could go on more. I wish I had a little more of this match. So I'm going to cut this commentary a little short here. I'm going to call this review part 1. And keep an eye out for review part 2. And I'll go into a little more about what I do like and don't like about the game. Came in to that game about halfway. Clenched out the victory. Pretty happy. I don't even know what my KD was. Gonna check that out. Alright, not too bad. Almost 2. I wasn't sure how I'd play with the sack 3s. My goal is to try to get the 300 kills so I can unlock that 300 variant. But again, this has been Advanced Warfare Review Part 1. Check back for Review Part 2, hopefully to come shortly. HDLTS signing out. Hit that like or subscribe button.